The name is Tyson. deGrasse Tyson, and I love the stars. The number in the sky is absolutely bizarre. Many people think of me as an astrophysicist, but I'm also, apparently, a good lyricist. My journey started on October 5th, 1958. I was born in New York City, New York, not upstate. In the Bronx, I grew up in a family of five. Two parents, two siblings, and me, just trying to survive. When I was 9, I went to the Hayden Planetarium. I saw all of the stars and learned about the force that carried them. I even edited a paper called Physical Science. I was the captain of the wrestling team and got a lot of guidance. I went to school for my bachelor's in physics. However, before that, I went to Cornell. Just a quick visit. Carl Sagan invited me to join the school, but I went to Harvard instead. What? I'm no fool. I then got my master's in astronomy. I traveled to the University of Texas. It was a big odyssey. My PhD in astrophysics is from my home state, New York. I went to Columbia University, the place I completely understood torque. 1991 is the same year I started working in Princeton. I worked in and felt like it was over in an instant. I really enjoyed it, but then I left in 1994. I went and researched in the Hayden Planetarium some more. I wrote a countless amount of books in my lifetime. I wrote the book Death by Black Hole in my prime. I taught at Princeton and lectured physics, and with the geniuses at Princeton, it seemed like there were no limits. Enough about my career, let's talk about family life. In 1988, I married Alice Young, my wife. I had two children, Miranda and Travis Tyson. Miranda is my daughter and Travis is my son. Now let's talk about the subject of math. If you understand this, it's the success, the perfect path. It's the language of the universe and proves almost anything, and with the logical proof, the world just goes ding. The year 2000, when I was working as Hayden director, there was a problem with Pluto, and I gave a very big lecture. I removed Pluto from the list of planets. However, the official society votes were not in my favor, the ballots. I used a number system called Margot's number. I helped prove my theory, and all the scientists wondered. Then, 6 years later, they realized how correct I was. However, it wasn't all me. Thanks, Margot. A round of applause. Well, there are some interesting facts about me that nobody knows. I was actually an internet meme when I struck an interesting pose. I also know how I look at 85% the speed of light. My daughter did some math and proved it. Again, math is quite right. In 2011, I won the Nobel Prize in Physics. I know I shouldn't brag about it, but it really raised my spirits. NASA also gave me an award in 2004, the Distinguished Service Award, before the Nobel Prize, 7 years before. Well, there's this kid named Sri Krishna and wants to speak out. I can relate to him because of all the hard work he puts out. I wish to change the world and influence people just like him, no matter what it takes, and we'll go out on a limb. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a very important person. He helped the scientific world so much and never worsened. He reminded me of my uncle, who is very hardworking and is always there to help, lurking. The name is Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I love the stars. The number in the sky is absolutely bizarre. Many people think of me as an astrophysicist, but I'm also, apparently, a good lyricist.